Come train with us at Midnight Tactical Defense. Hello folks, Andy Walker, Midnight Tactical Defense, MTD. Today we're going to do a review, excuse me, on belts. Guys, I'm going to tell you, my opinion is, if you're carrying a gun every day and you're EDCing, whether it be appendix, 4 o'clock, 9 o'clock, whatever, I don't care. It's all situational. It's all body type. It's all preference where you carry. Train with what you carry. You will always hear me say that. Train with what you carry. That is something that I will say repeatedly. And train where you carry it. Don't train appendix, but carry on the hip. If you want to flip back and forth, you need to train. I don't think that's a great idea, but I'm not going to tell you what's best for you and what's best for your body type. Train with what you carry. But for instance, you guys have seen this review before, or this holster I should say. This is a Bravo Concealment 3.0 holster. I'm just using it for a demonstration. It's not a 3.0 holster review. I've already done that. You're carrying a gun in this. What this attaches to is the most important thing. You need a good holster, but if you got a good holster and you got a good gun and you got it on a Walmart cheap or Kmart or some junk leather belt, guys, it's not gonna work. What I mean by over a period of time, it's going to break down. It's not going to hold it tight. And if you get into a situation where you have to run, where you get into a situation where somebody encountered you and your family and you need to go hands-on, or you're doing strikes or whatever you're doing, and that gun's there and you're rustling around and it breaks free and somebody grabs your own gun and shoots you with it, that's going to be bad, okay? Weapon retention is very, very important. But for that, all I'm saying is get a good belt. I'm not saying that you can't go to Amish country if you live around that area, like Southern Ohio, some places in West Virginia, Pennsylvania. There's a lot of Amish. I'm not saying there's not Amish throughout the United States. There is. But if you can get a good 1/4 inch thick leather belt, and hey, no problem. All I'm saying is just these little thin leather belts. I've had one for years, and I'd have to buy them every couple of years because they get so flimsy. The gun would start to do this, and it would droop. It would droop on you. And guys, you need a good belt. So what we're going to talk about is I got a bunch of belts here. Okay. And how I talk about these belts is not how I rate them 1, 2, 3, 4. These are all good belts. There's other belts that are out there that may be just as good, but these are the belts that I use and I have, and I'm very happy with some of them. I'm going to start with this. This is a Cabela's /511 style. I think this one actually, I don't know, the tag's off it. This could be a 511. This could be a Cabela's brand. I don't know. But anyways, this is a nylon belt. You loop it through, bring it back through, and then it comes back through and it Velcros. Guys, I don't like this belt. It's flimsy. Look at that. You can collapse that belt to compare to some of these others. I mean, it's just stiffer, it's thicker. I bought this a long time ago when it first came out to try it, instead of going through a leather belt every couple of years. I don't use it. Get rid of it. The next belt up is the Core Essentials. It's a good belt. Like it. When you get the Core Essentials belt, this I really do like with Core Essentials. They give you this little hanger. You just press your button here and you stick this in and it latches on there and it'll hang in your room. I do like that little plastic thing. It's nice because, guys, what do we do with our belts? I'll tell you what I've done. Hung them on a thing, for years. So they're hanging. But it's a pain in the butt when you're like, well, I got 4 belts over here. I got a nice belt over here. This makes it nice for these style of belts. That is a plus that I will give all the credit to Core Essentials. When you buy a belt, they'll send you this one. Core Essentials, this belt is marked. Tells you your waist size. You find your waist size, you cut it, you open this tab up, you slide it in there, and there's 2 set screws. And you tighten those set screws down, and it's done. Then when you're ready, you stick this belt through. It's got the little ratchets right here that connect, and it's a secure belt. The release is underneath. You pull up on it, and you release it. Great belt. I wear it. This one is more of like my dress style because I like the buckle. It's kind of flashier. It's a nice belt. If I'm going to go to church and things like that and I'm carrying and where you can see my belt, I'll wear this one. I'm not saying this is better than any of the other belts. I'm just saying this is a great belt. I've had it for a long time now and it has done me really well and it holds up. I've EDC'd with it. I've been in the dirt, rolling around, training in it, and it does just as good. But I will be honest, I mainly don't use this one for that because I like the flashier belt. So if you're going out to dinner with your wife or something, you want to wear something nice. Okay, so that's that belt. Next belt is the new Bravo Concealment belt. I like this belt. It's very thick. It's very pliable. They sent this to me a long time ago before it came out, and I carried it, and it is a very nice belt. I like it. I will wear it. I've been in the dirt with it. I've played with it. The only thing that I am not a fan of is if you look here, let me see if I can get this out. It's got the old military style pin. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to run this above the pin. If I can get it to stay still. There you go. Run it above the pin, then you take this and you pull it to your right, which tightens it. Okay? Then they got the little tabs over here so you can run this in. I really don't use the tabs. But the only thing I don't like about it is I've never been a fan, I should say, of this style. This is kind of like the old military style belt back in the day. It's basically on the same principle. But it is a very good belt. I do not mind it. It's in my top 3, but it's not my number 1 pick just because of that. But it's a very good belt. Next belt is Blade Tech, the Ultra Carry EDC. This belt is a very good belt. It's very thick, it's very pliable, but it upholds. I've had this belt for several months and I've EDC'd with it every day. It does really well. Now there again, it's kind of the same premise as the Core Essentials. It gives markings, you cut it, slide it up in there, you do your 2 little set screws right there, and then you push your tab down. Then once you're done, there's your little clicks, okay? So you'll take this and you slide it into the belt again, and you hear it clicking, and it's latched. Then if you want to release it, same thing with this little button right here. You pull it out. It's the same basic principle as the Core Essentials. Guys, these are great belts. There's not one of them I wouldn't care, or if you came to one of my classes and you said, hey, what do you think about this belt? You know, my big thing is it going to hold your gun up? Is it going to keep the gun from moving around, shifting? The gun shouldn't go like this while it's on you. The gun should stay fixed in a position. So when this thing is through here and it's on your body, okay, that gun should be just like that. It shouldn't be flopping around. Because if it's flopping around, your belt's not tight or you don't have a good belt. If it goes on your body, it should be tight. Just like in my previous video for the Bravo Concealment 3.0, I was wearing this belt. It should be tight on there where that gun does not move. If that gun's doing that, it's not right. You guys need to get a good belt. You know, I don't have any discount codes on any of these belts. You know, I may have one for Core Essentials eventually. They've reached out to me and talked to me. Blade Tech has also reached out to me and talked to me. But there again, I am not promoting one of these belts over the other. I'm just saying, get a good belt, guys. Get a good belt if you're going to EDC. And girls, if you're going to train with what you carry. Train with what you carry. And if this is the belt you're wearing, you need to train with this belt. That's why I kind of bought the Core Essentials belt. I wanted a nicer, fancier belt, so if I go out to dinner with my wife or go to church, I can wear something. But then I also have another belt that I can go roll around there in the mud with you guys and shoot through cars, jump out of cars, running around, doing the things that we do. So no matter what, same thing with this one. This one's another, the Bravo Concealment. I kind of wear it to church sometimes because it's a little nicer. No matter what, buy a good belt, get a good belt, train with a good belt. Train with what you carry. Guys, if you liked it, give it the thumbs up, subscribe. There again, if there's something that you want to see, put it in the comments below. I will do a video on what you want to see, or send me an email. Our 2019 schedule is going to be coming out real soon. We're working on it, and hopefully to see you at some of the trainings. God bless you. God bless your family. God bless the United States of America, and Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
They've never drove through